The overall employment situation continued to improve in June, but goes a little sideways. Although the unemployment rate rose, this is not necessarily a bad development. Overall job growth slowed, but still quite good, and temporary help services growth resumed in June after retreating the previous month. Hello, this is Bruce Steinberg of SteinbergEmploymentResearch.com reviewing June 2018 U.S. employment trends and developments. The Current Population Survey, or CPS, becoming known as the Household Survey, reports the unemployment rate rose to 4.0% for June from May's 3.8%. The size of the civilian labor force increased by just more than 600,000 in June, but there were only 102,000 more employed persons, while there were almost 500,000 more unemployed persons. In addition, there were more than 400,000 fewer persons classified as not in the workforce. Since a person must actually be looking for work to be considered as unemployed, the thinking goes that many people who are sitting on the sidelines and therefore not part of the labor force at that time and cannot be considered as such or as unemployed decided the job market was good enough for them to jump back in, as evidenced by the relatively large increase in the size of the workforce. But they were not able to secure a job. And also, school's out in June, so the labor force swells and not everyone gets a job who wants one. The number of non-farm jobs increased 213,000 in June, which was slower than May's growth of 244,000 and also slightly weaker than the almost 240,000 increase the economy experienced a year earlier in June 2017. The private goods producing sector was up 53,000 jobs in June, and that was incrementally better than May's 51,000 job increase. A year ago, in June 2017, it was up 35,000. Manufacturing added 36,000 jobs in June after increasing by 19,000 in May. A year ago, in June 2017, manufacturing was up only 14,000. The construction sector constructed 13,000 more jobs in June, and that followed a gain of almost 30,000 in May. A year ago, in June 2017, it was up 14,000 jobs. Mining and logging was up 4,000 jobs in June after adding 3,000 in May. A year ago, in June 2017, it was up 5,000. The private service providing sector increased by 149,000 jobs in June, which was not strong as May's gain of almost 190,000. A year ago, in June 2017, it was up 185,000. The retail trade sector experienced shrinkage with a loss of almost 22,000 jobs in June after increasing by a little more than 25,000 in May. A year ago, in June 2017, it was up only 3,400. The professional and business services sector experienced growth of 50,000 in June, and that was an improvement from the 43,000 job growth seen in May. A year ago, in June 2017, it was up only 40,000. Computer systems design and related services increased 6,000 in June, and that computes is a bit weaker than the 7,000 it gained in May. The education and health services sector added 54,000 jobs in June, with its healthcare and social assistance component increasing almost 35,000 jobs. Home healthcare services was essentially flat, with an increase of only 200 jobs in June, which was clearly not as healthy as the almost 6,000 job growth of May. The leisure and hospitality sector was up 25,000 jobs in June, which was on par with the 28,000 increase of May. A year ago, in June 2017, it was up 35,000. The total number of government jobs was up 11,000 in June. The federal government was down 2,000, state government was flat, and local government was up 13,000. The roller coaster that is temporary help services climbed higher in June, with the total number of temporary help services jobs up to 3,038,000, which works out to a 9,300 job increase from May, or up 0.31% from the previous month and up 3.22% from June 2017. Temporary help services has been up and down for the past several months, but the ups are decelerating and the downs are accelerating. Starting with June's gain of only 9,300 jobs, April's increase was almost 18,000, and February's increase was more than 22,000. May's decline was almost 5,000, March's loss was 3,000, January's decline was 1,700, and December 2017's drop was only 1,000. However, temporary help services portions of all jobs was up in June and now stands at 2.0401% compared to May's 2.0368%, but still below April's 2.0433%. A year ago, in June 2017, it was 2.0086%, and 2 years ago, in June 2016, it was less than 2%. The rise in the unemployment is not of major concern at this stage of the economic cycle because it probably indicates people have confidence in their employment prospects as they re-enter the job market. But employers persist in their concerns about the skill levels of the people available for work, so despite many people being available, they do not have suitable skills. And if anyone is looking for signs of wage inflation, overall hourly wages were up 0.2% in June from May and up 2.74% from June 2017. This is a bit of a slowdown from May's sequential increase of almost 0.3% and essentially the same as May's 2.75% year-over-year rise. This has been Bruce Steinberg, and this is just a brief sample of the employment data and analysis we provide.